I am super excited about this book. Practicing Changing Yourself to Change the World has been a little in my heart and in my practice for years and years, but it really just came together about a year and a half ago when I led a retreat for a community that was really trying to live out a different way together, and it was called Faith is a Verb. And the minute I started facilitating the material for this group over the course of a weekend, I could feel it in my bones. The desire for people to live out their faith from a broad spectrum of what that means, and that people were hungry for practical, tangible, possible ways of embodying a different way of moving in the world. So out of that, it kind of moved into what evolved into practicing. And as I was writing it, I could feel it in my bones. Just really the desire in my own life and in the community and the people that I intersect with, so many that are just really longing for something different. The material is divided into 10 chapters, and they're 10 practices. So all of the chapters are ing words. They're all actions. And so those 10 chapters are, we start with healing, and then listening, loving, including, equalizing, advocating, mourning, failing, and resting and celebrating. So each one really has its own texture, but they all have sort of the same theme, and that is that to live those out is hard, to live those out is possible, and to live those out is needed in the world. In each chapter, there's a lot of stories, so I feel really grateful that I intersect with a lot of people who are really trying to live this out, and they tell their stories, kind of the good and the bad and the ugly. And there are practical, tangible ideas. And at the end of each chapter, there are places for personal reflection, places for group discussion questions, so it's really easy for any group to just pick it up and read it together and then have questions that then they can intersect with. And then there's also ideas to practice. And so they're just some of my ideas, but my hope is always that it'll spur on other ideas, and then a chance to kind of somehow circle back and notice, how did that feel? What changed in me? How was something formed in me through actually practicing? The other feature that's in there is that I have dig deeper in each of those 10 practices, so other books that people can engage with, because this is a good it's a deep dive, so it's not shallow. In fact, it's really hard stuff, but at the same time it's wide because we cover 10 practices. So I want to give people a chance, if they're hungry for a certain one, to dig deeper and focus on that one. I hope you get your copy, however you find it, whether that's in print or in Kindle or whatever form. And I hope that you're changed through it in some way, and I hope that you'll consider sharing what that change is with me.